Gene Ngamu, played with the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles in the early 90s before moving over to the Auckland Warriors in 95. I now work in the Northern Beaches with green options, greenkeeping. Graham Lowe was the coach of Manly over here at the time in the early 90s when it was that golden period. Manly used to come over to Auckland every pre-season and play against Auckland, and the boys used to say it was one of the toughest games of the year. And it was, because those Auckland boys used to really live for that one. I think Jeff broke his jaw in one of the pre-season games at Carlaw Park, and so Lowie got me over here as a backup. It was a dream come true, you know, like it was pretty surreal, especially coming from Auckland and growing up watching the Winfield Cup, going to the local video store on a Monday and Tuesday and getting the tapes, because that's all we had. It wasn't streamed live at all. We had to get the cassettes, and there'd be guys lining up to get in front of you to get them. Yeah, it was surreal. And coming over here and training, just the first training session with everybody, I was starstruck. I had 3 really good seasons here, 92, 93, 94. You know, there was rumours going around, well, not rumours, you know, that the Auckland Warriors were going to put a side in 1995. I got approached to come back and play with them like early 94, so I loved my time over here in Manly, but I did want to be a part of that 95 team, so I signed up with the Warriors, and yeah, I was offloaded. Everybody jumped on board, the whole country. We were held up there in that first season, and we did a lot of work going around the schools and just promoting the game, but we were led by a lot of good senior players over there. Dean Bell was our captain in 95, and you couldn't have had a better captain than him, like leading us through that first season. We just finished playing North Sydney over here at North Sydney Oval, and rumours going around that there was another competition that was about to start, and Rupert Murdoch was throwing a bit of money around to clubs if they were interested. Coaching staff just said, "Oh look, there's a meeting in our house tomorrow," and we're like, "Well, what's going on?" All the bigwigs from News Limited were there. The Warriors signed in the Super League that day. The Warriors thought it would be a good competition to join, and you know, unfortunately, you know, it was split. You know, there was clubs that were loyal to the ARL and clubs that weren't. So we had 2 competitions running, which was a shame, but eventually, you know, got back together, and it's pretty strong now. Putting on the Kiwi jersey and the Māori jersey too at the 2000 World Cup was just a highlight of my career. Came back here in 2008. We always planned on coming back. It's an awesome place to work, the Northern Beaches. You wouldn't want to go anywhere else, you know. We get in, we open the shed up, we go over to the cafe, we have a coffee. It's a toolbox talk. We usually start preparing a wicket, you know, say 2 weeks in advance, leading into a game. So there's a lot of water over the summer. It's obviously nice and hot, so pump a lot of water into the wickets and the outfields like earlier on in the week. A lot of cutting, a lot of rolling. I just feel, you know, I was lucky to be able to play a professional sport, something that I enjoyed, and got to travel the world. My first club was Manly, and I'm back here living because it's such a beautiful place, you know. I just consider myself really lucky.